Have you ever wondered what the top women's looks from each decade were? Well, today I'm taking on a challenge. I will be recreating iconic looks from every decade, from the 1920s through to the 2020s, using only the clothes I already own. The 1920s marked a decade of freedom and rebellion. According to the fashion history timeline, this era introduced the flapper dress, dropped waistlines, and loose silhouettes that reflected women's growing independence. I recreated this look using a flowy top and flowy skirt to get rid of any silhouette, and I also included a bob to match the hairstyle of the era. The 1930s brought elegance back with tight waistlines and hemlines descending back to ankle length. As said by the fashion history timeline, the fashionable silhouette was evolving into a slender, elongated torso with widening shoulders and a neat head with softly waved short hair. To recreate this look, I used puffy shoulders and a long skirt to get a lovely silhouette topped with a hat and short hair. The 1940s were defined by wartime practicality. This included shoulder pads, knee-length skirts, and muted tones. According to Vogue, women were adopting utilitarian looks. To recreate this look, I used a button-up, long skirt and blazer topped with a similar hat from the last look and short hair. Then came the 1950s, which saw an explosion of femininity. Harper's Bazaar describes Christian Dior's new look as a symbol of post-war optimism with cinched waists and full skirts. To recreate this look, I used bright pink colours and the iconic poodle skirt to get that flowy waistline. The 1960s were all about youth and experimentation. Vogue reports that miniskirts, bold prints and mod fashion took over, which were inspired by designers like Mary Quant. This look uses a crazy dress using bright colours and bold patterns with a really flowy silhouette. In the 1970s, disco and boho were big. According to the fashion history timeline, this decade featured flared trousers, bold synthetic fabrics, and more relaxed gender lines in fashion. For this fun look, I used flared pants, loose top, and a headband to really get the groove going. The 1980s were big in every sense: bold colours, shoulder pads, power dressing, and lots of denim. The Guardian highlights how this era reflected confidence and ambition. For this look, I used a turtleneck sweater tucked into denim with a large belt. By the 1990s, minimalism and casual styles were in. According to the fashion history timeline, items like biker shorts, leggings, sweatshirts, as well as miniskirts, flares, and punk styles were common. For this look, I recreated a Rachel Green type-esque look using a checkered miniskirt, turtleneck, and backwards hat. The early 2000s were chaotic. Low-rise jeans, tiny tops, and lots of sparkle. According to Vogue's article on Y2K fashion, the era captured tech boom optimism and celebrity influence. For this look, I utilised low-rise jeans and a sparkly sequin top to accentuate the waist. The 2010s embraced streetwear and social media-driven trends. According to the fashion history timeline, this decade was pencil skirts, cardigans, skinny jeans, and a boho chic kind of vibe. To recreate this look, I used a pencil skirt, oversized sweater, oversized tee, and some glasses. Today's decade started off with Zoom life through COVID, where the L Collective highlights half and half dressing grew. Tracksuit pants on the bottom, shirt and jazzy earrings up top, which is now a look commonly seen. Other common trends include the Birkenstock clogs, low-rise pants, polka dots, oversized shirts, wide-leg jeans, and knit sweaters. For this look, I used wide-leg jeans, a baby tee, and earrings, a look I would wear today. Recreating 100 years of fashion from my own wardrobe made me realise how repetitive style really is. Old styles are constantly becoming new again. Each decade's look told a story about identity, innovation, and cultural change. So, which decade's fashion would you want to see make a comeback, and which ones should stay in the past? Thanks for watching.